and welcome to Inconceivable Fitness, friends and family, as well as followers. This Saturday is July 4th, the celebration of the Declaration of Independence from England and its tyrannical rule of the Americas. Today, in celebration of that, we're going to do Team 1776. It will be at the park. The reason that comes into play is next weekend. And next week we start our new schedule, and Saturdays at that time will be inside the gym at 8:30 and I believe 10:30. Check the email, double check that. But this weekend is definitely in the park. Bring your friends, teams of 3, the more the merrier. Total of 1,776 reps to be completed as a fire team. You're going to start with a 600-meter run. You could break that into each person runs 200, you all run together and run 600. However you want to break this up is going to be up to you. So we're going to start off when we get back from that run with 294 lunges, 294 burpee kickbacks, 294 sit-ups, and 294 air squats. Roughly breaks into 94, 96, 98 reps a piece right in there. You can all work together. However, one thing that I am going to dictate as the coach is that one person must rest. So you can have 2 people work at the same time, and because of the heat and the humidity, as we come into the summer months, it should be a weatherman, right? As we come into the summer months, because of the heat and humidity, I want one person to rest and drink water as we're going through this, because it can be kind of a long workout. And we want to take care of you. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up phase. We're going to do some neck rotations, and again, at any time that you want to, you can pause the warm-up and you can always do more. We're going to get 10 neck rotations in each direction. Take your time, especially if you had worked out 4 or 5 times this week. Snow's been programming some pretty tough days. So if you're sore, if you're dehydrated, whatever the case may be, if you're just not feeling 110%, take your time and really warm up well. So make sure you get some yeses, and these are nos, and these are yeses, but also make sure we get some nos, all right? Carry a lot of stress in our traps, especially after Turkish get-ups yesterday. You might be a little bit sore. Let's do some shrugs. Pull those shoulders up to your ears. You know, try to squeeze it and let it down. Get 3 to 5 second hold. Try to get 10 of these. Take your time. Not a lot of upper body work today, a lot of lower body work, but it helps if we kind of relieve some of that stress. And then let's pull those elbows in, thumbs pointed back towards our chest, as Coach Nate says in the strength class. So shoulders to ears, elbows to nose. Thumbs pointed back. Zipping up that weightlifting sweatshirt. Try to get 10 of those. We're going to do some arm and shoulder rotations. Do some with your thumbs up, and maybe some with your palms up, and maybe some with your palms down, and gradually work to that full rotation. Once you get to that full rotation, get 10. And also do the same thing backwards, some palms down, some thumbs up, and some palms up. Once you get to that full rotation, get 10. Then comes everybody's favorite part. We're gonna hug ourselves. Make sure you switch hands on top every time. Get 10 of these. It's always a good thing to do to tell yourself how much you like yourself today. Maybe if you're there with your partners, tell them how much you like them today. Good. Gotta get some hip rotations. Make sure that you rotate the hips, nice and big. 5 to 10 in each direction again. Just kind of get those joints moving around. Push that bottom back. Big ones, little ones. You find a spot that's sticky, just kind of work through it. Might be a little bit of a grind. And do some hinging, where you drive that bottom back, get that stretch in those hamstring and those glutes. Maybe hold that stretch for 3 to 5, Maybe put your hands on your knees and really try to arch that lower back. Might be tight. Get some of those nice hinging movements. If you feel a lot of tension, you might pause and do a few Jefferson curls where we kind of roll down one vertebrae at a time and really take our time. This is really the only place where we talk about rounding our back at all. And then coming back up, nice and slow. Maybe do 3 to 5 of those, especially if you feel any kind of pressure there on the lower back. Good. Let's get some knee and ankle rotations. There's going to be a lot of lunges, and we'll talk about some different variations that you could do to count as lunges. 294 reps is a lot. 94 reps per person is a lot. Let's do some ankles. There's some running and some lunges. Some of that puts some extra stress on those joints, especially those smaller joints. You know, so take your time, get those joints lubricated up. We didn't do any penguins, some wax-ons, wax-offs. So let's make sure we do some of those. Anne's favorite. Kind of relax. We're gonna make sure we get our wrists. We're gonna be doing some burpee kickbacks today. We want to take our time and warm up some of those things. If you have a long hallway or possibly an outdoor space, we can do some walking on our heels to kind of start getting ready for our run. You know, find a nice little 10-meter spot. Maybe do some walking on your toes. Do some calf raises. These are great if you can do them on a sidewalk or on a step or a lip or a 45-pound plate. Whatever you have that kind of puts the toes up higher than the heels. We could do some toy soldiers. Remember to point that heel. You could do them in place or you could do them walking. Whichever you like. Be a good idea to possibly do some Spider-Mans today. And then do a kind of dynamic rotate like Coach Nate does. And then a kind of a sumo squat and rotate back to the other side. Maybe get 4 or 5 of those. We didn't do any air squats. I want to make sure we get some of those. We do have air squats later in the workout. Heels underneath hips, toes slightly turned out, chest up tall, chin is up, drive the bottom back and sit. Let's get 5. Gonna do a bunch of these later. Not necessary to do a whole bunch of them now. All right, if you have an area, you can do some jogging. And each time you get to the end and you turn, maybe go a little bit faster until you get up to that full speed. That already is more running than most weightlifters want to do. All right, so lunges today, guys. We're just talking regular lunges. We step out far enough that the knee is over the ankle and we're stepping back. And that counts as 1 repetition. If you need to scale, you always can do step-ups, whether it's onto a sidewalk. That would be 1. And then step up with the other foot would be 2. Or you could step up on something a little bit taller. You could also do reverse lunges where you step back. Again, knee over the top of the ankle for 1, for 2. If you're feeling really hood today, celebration of the armed forces, you could do jumping lunges. Remember to be gentle with the knee. But our reps today is just regular lunges. Burpee kickbacks, just like it says. If you're one of those folks that's working on your 10,000 burpees for the year, you can by all means upgrade to first class and do burpees. If not, and you just want to do burpee kickbacks, you're going to get those feet underneath your hips, drop down, forearms, making sure everything's tight. And all we're going to do is kick those feet back and kick those feet forward. That's 1. So, 2, 3. You don't even have to stand all the way up. You're gonna do that full burpee again. It's all the way chest and thighs on the floor. Finish with a jump. Sit-ups, everybody's favorite. Like to use an ab mat, not necessary. That end goes against the bottom. Feet are butterfly, lay back, all the way up is 1. It's 2. Feel free to do your ab exercise of choice. We all know how Coach Nate feels about sit-ups. Last but not least, everyone's favorite, the good old air squat. Again, correctly, heels underneath hips, toes slightly turned out, hip crease below knee crease, chest is up, and is 1 repetition. This does not an air squat make. This does not an air squat make. This is an air squat. Squeezing the butt, opening the hips. This does not an air squat make. This does not an air squat make. This makes an air squat. You can even drive your hands out to help maintain your balance. 294. I hope to see each and every one of you at the park tomorrow for kind of our last official park workout for the time being as we kind of roll back into the gym for Saturday classes. If not, and you're doing this at home, try to find some buddies. Try not to try to do all of this work on your own. Drink lots of water, make sure you're eating food. Looking forward to seeing you all back.